trade war, one of the latest wrinkles is tariffs being weaponized, not to get a result that has to do with a trade deal, because Mexico, US, and Canada already have one. It's to fulfill another end, which is make changes on immigration, illegal immigration, etc. How bad has this trade war gotten with this latest step, and how bad is it going to get?
It's gotten very bad. It's already cost the world close to 1% in terms of growth. And I mean very practically that 1 year ago we were forecasting almost 4% growth in 2019 and 2020, and now we're down to 3.2. Our projection, the World Bank says 2.6, so they're even more pessimistic. And what was the difference in just short period of time? The trade events, the trade tensions, the trade wars, whatever you want to call them, and it creates uncertainty. Uncertainty is the enemy of growth. Uncertainty, when in trade stops growing, then what you do is, why do you invest? You know, you invest to produce. You produce to sell. But if you don't know if you can sell, if you don't know at what tariff you'll be able to access a particular market, or whether you'll be able to access at all that particular market, then what you do, you don't invest. You hold back. And when you hold back, immediately the rate of growth drops.
So it looks like central banks are not going to hold back. Suddenly, central banks that were normalizing and looking at hiking rates, even 6 months ago, are looking at cutting rates. Dragged into the trade war, almost unwillingly sometimes, but can the trade war fallout, supply chains, uncertainty really be solved by central banks?
Central banks are heroes. They got us out of the 2008 mess. And, well, you know, without them, we'd be in a much worse shape. However, can the central banks, having exhausted a large part of their arsenal, get us out of this problem, again, of this slowdown, generalized slowdown because of the uncertainty? Well, they can do something. They can help again. The Fed is now talking about cuts rather than about the next hike. And the European Central Bank, Mr. Draghi, has given signals that they will stay low until at least June of 2020. That's all very good. But the question is, how much armory do they still have? How many bullets, particularly those silver bullets, do they still have? Fewer and fewer and fewer. And it's basically now the fundamentals, and that has to do in the field of trade about the trade decisions themselves, and as you said, not weaponizing them for other purposes.
I want to ask a two-part question on taxation, because you have spent so much time, the OECD, so much time working on taxation. First of all, your transparency work over the years, that tax regulation has netted some pretty good results. In a nutshell, what is it?
120 jurisdictions today are exchanging information automatically. That means you have a foreign person create an account in any of these 120 jurisdictions, and immediately the bank reports to its financial authority. The financial authority reports to your own financial authority of that citizen, of that person in the country. So nowhere to hide. 95 billion euros, $110 billion have already been collected, and 47 million accounts worth $4.9 trillion have already been identified. So it's massive. Nowhere to hide, big change.
Gotta go, but one final question. Your latest project, in large part, is taxing the digital economy. You don't have to have a physical presence in a country now to be taxed under what you're looking at. Quickly, what are you going to be talking about at the G20 this weekend?
We're going to be talking about the program of work, which is already approved by the different committees. And basically, it's working from now to the end of 2020 so that the multinationals and the growing digitalization in the economy is not just about the digital companies, not the FANGs or the whatever they call it. It's about the growing digitalization of the economy that is now escaping the taxman's or taxwoman's power, and they should not. Of course, everybody should be paying their fair share. We're looking, and for that you need a consensus, and you need everybody to be having the same criteria. That is what we're after.
Okay. Well, I know Japan's on your side. They'll be pushing hard for this too. So
Absolutely.
Good luck to you, sir. We'll be seeing a lot of you over the next couple of days.